Good morning, folks. I'm Ori Spado, the accidental gangster. I'm here this morning at the Will Rogers Memorial Park in the city of Beverly Hills. Folks, take a little walk with me and then we're going to go into the park. I'll show you the fish and the turtles again, okay? It's a nice day. It's going to be 70 something degrees here in Los Angeles today. And I want to welcome everybody. I got some very important news that I want to relay to you. As you know, folks, I come to you with truth, facts, and I give you my perspective of what's going on, what I think of like a gangster would think. Because truly at heart, I'm a man of many different things, but the one thing, I am a gangster, okay? There's no question about it. Now, I know a lot of you like seeing all my tours of Beverly Hills and bringing you to the homes of famous celebrities. I'm going to start doing that again, okay? And tomorrow I'm going to begin by going to the home of Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now they have two homes. All right, I'll be going to the one in Beverly Hills tomorrow. They have another one in Malibu, which I will do at another time. So put your notifications on, because you like that stuff, you're going to see it. Okay? Hello, Agent Orange, Erica. All right, Debbie Bunch, Raven Hart with a ridiculous comment. Okay? Like I would answer that, huh? Okay? Folks, you know, you all know that I've been looking for a woman, right? So, yes, I got to tell you this story. So, I said, screw these dating apps, screw all these different things. I got to find a woman, somebody around me that's close by. So, I went out yesterday afternoon, and I went to this place. I saw a lot of people, La La Land Coffee, something like that. Okay? And always a lot of people there. But it was basically all young people. But I got a coffee and a cinnamon twist. I go to the cashier to pay for $22. I said, what the hell? 22, don't worry, Ravenheart. $22. I said, holy shit. That's just for an espresso and a cinnamon twist. Well, you could better believe I'm not going back there. Okay? Man, it's just crazy with the price that people are charging. And we got coffee places everywhere you go. All right? Okay, we got a lot of Trump supporters here. Okay, you might not like what I'm going to say in a little bit. Okay? So stand by. There's my Mandy. How are you, Mandy? All right, folks, across the street from me, that's the Beverly Hills Hotel. Now, I hang out. I'm going to start going there in the evenings, about 5, 6 o'clock. Have a cocktail. Who knows? Maybe I'll meet somebody. Folks, I don't know if you're like me. I know I feel sorry for this woman, Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Savannah Guthrie, who I really don't know. I don't watch her, but she is a big newscaster, okay? Her mother, 84 years old, as you all know, if you're living in the United States, you know that she's missing and it's very mysterious. But folks, enough is enough. You put on the news, no matter what station, it's every commentator, every minute, and they're just talking about Savannah Guthrie. I mean Nancy Guthrie, Savannah's mother. Folks, she's not the only person missing. They don't pay attention to anybody else, do they? Okay? It's like there's not anything else going on in the world. All right? Folks, there's a lot more going on here in this country that we should be concerned about. But they're concerned about her. Now, I'm going to tell you what my belief is about her. Okay? Because this is very mysterious. As I said yesterday, they're asking for Bitcoins. They're not giving any proof that she's alive. Okay? We don't know if she's alive or unalive at this point. They're not giving any proof. They did find blood, so she was obviously hurt. And I want to give you some facts. Why aren't they talking? Approximately 80,000 people are reported missing on any given day in the United States. While most are quickly found, there are over, get this number, there's over 26,000 active long-term missing person cases. Around 2,300 children are reported missing every day. So, folks, the unresolved cases of missing people very high. And this is as of February, which is February 2026. Okay, folks, here, look at some of the fish here. You like fish? Look at them. Look at that big one there. You know, I got to tell you a story, folks. I've gone fishing several times in my life, never caught anything. The only time I caught anything, and this is a true story, me and my friend Frankie Froyle, we went to the fish hatchery. Yeah, we went to the fish hatchery. And shit, we caught some fish. But then the game warden came after us, and we had to run like hell. Hey, folks, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do, okay? Help me out anything you could, all right? If somebody asks me, when will I retire? Never. Why would I want to retire for? Okay? Why? All right? Yeah, we all done about some bad things in our life, okay? But that's the only time I caught fish. I'm just not a fisherman. But folks, you know what? I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are about Nancy Guthrie. The communication they're doing is only through news media outlets. They're not calling the family, all right? Somebody asked me if I still like the girls. Where you been? I've been looking for a lady. You know, yesterday I Googled what age lady would be right, and I was right. They said between 65 and 75. You know, I told you all, you already know, I thought I found one. She ended up being married. There she is, a married woman, goes on a dating site, okay? Crazy. I just, maybe some men would have gone for it, all right? But not me. I just live by a moral. I do not go out with married women or somebody else's girlfriend. I just don't do that, folks. I do have some morals as a gangster that I live by, all right? And I live by love, honor, loyalty, and respect. And I hope everybody does that. But anyways, let's forget about my love life. I still got the Palm Sisters. Thought I'd throw that. Oh boy. So folks, that's my thoughts. Leave me a comment. I want to hear what your thoughts are, okay? About Nancy Guthrie. Do you think she's alive or unalive? No. I try to put myself in the position of her child, and it was my mother. And I was living in a day of Bitcoin, which I don't believe in Bitcoin, by the way. Okay, I know some of you like it. You think it's cool. That's okay. We could agree to disagree, all right? And you know what? I really respect somebody that can disagree with me and that we can still talk, okay? But some people can't do that. If they disagree with somebody, they stop talking to them, okay? All right? Yeah, Wanderers, because she's on medication. I don't know what medication. I know she has a heart pacer. Yeah, okay, in her heart. And, it was monitored with her phone and her watch band, okay? And those were left at the house. I truly believe when they get to the bottom of us and they find out who it is, it's going to be somebody in the family or somebody close to the family, okay? And maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. That's just my feeling because there's just something very suspicious. And, look at the FBI and the sheriff there. They're doing all this investigation around the house, not telling us why, but they told her car out of the garage. Now, why would they tow her car out of the garage? I don't know. Okay? Folks, look, I know a lot of people love Donald Trump. And as I tell everybody, I'm up and honest with you, I voted for him. I really believe the things that yes, Docio, I knew Meyer Lansky. I met with Meyer Lansky several times. And to answer the other question, somebody about Lucky Luciano, all right, I never met him, no. Okay? Yes, I just said I think it's an inside job, okay? And I don't know who in the inside, but we're going to find out soon because Monday is some sort of deadline of paying that $1 million in Bitcoin. Folks, let me ask you a question. Because this is a very difficult decision for the family, okay? The family has the money, okay? Savannah Guthrie's worth over $40 million, so she's done very well. But would you pay $1 million in Bitcoin that's going to somebody that anonymously, okay, without having proof that your mother is alive? I gotta be honest. It's a tough decision. Me personally, I would have to stick to my guns and say, show me proof that my mother is alive, and then I'll pay the money. Okay? But they're not doing that. Okay? These people are not coming out. So it's just such a mystery. But I don't want you to forget. All right? All those other people that are missing each and every day. And they're not. Somebody just said Bitcoin is easily traceable. Well, all the experts I talked to tell me it's untraceable. I did a story yesterday. The creators who created it are anonymous. So what's that tell you? It was built for people to be anonymous. Okay? I still like the money of our country, okay? I like the good old green, okay? I know where it is. I know what I could buy with it. And I don't have to go into all that crap, okay? So, even newscasters and FBI agents and experts are saying it's untraceable. It's untraceable. Why do you think Donald Trump started a Bitcoin company? And he's made billions so far with it. Why? He's a guy who's just like me. He didn't believe in it. But yet, because of his kids, he's into it now, big time. And now he has his own Bitcoin company. And world leaders could put money into his Bitcoin company and ask for favors, and nobody ever know who gave him that money. So you see, there's always a reason for something, folks. He changed his mind for that reason. Trust me. Okay? I did an analysis. I got it at home. In the 1 year, just 1 year that Donald Trump's been in office, he has made $3.4 billion. He and his family. That does not include what he already had. So now he's worth in the neighborhood of $4 to $5 billion. I'm willing to bet you by time he leaves office, if he does leave office, a lot of people are speculating that he might not. Okay? All right? But we will see when the time comes. But I guarantee you, he'll make another $10 billion. You watch and see, folks. All right? So, now, yesterday morning, folks, you also know that on Truth Social, President Donald Trump posted the most deplorable thing towards the blacks that anybody could have ever even possibly thought of. Now, you all know that Trump stays up at night and likes to be on his phone and post things. Folks, that was deplorable, what he did. Whether you like Obama and his wife Michelle or not, it's entirely up to you, okay? But He should have never done that. And he has not apologized, and he will not apologize. Okay? Like everything else, he blames it on somebody else. And he blamed it on a staffer. A staffer that they gave no name to. A staffer that they didn't fire. Folks, if you worked for me and I knew that you did that, the Spado gangsters do apologize. Okay? Yes, they do. Okay? Gangsters got more morals than most people. All right? All right, John. John disagrees. That's okay, John. All right? That's okay. Am I mad I didn't get invited? To what? No, I'm not mad, folks. I'm not mad about anything. I'm feeling great today. Okay? But for you people, all right, who say he doesn't need to apologize, for those people who said Trump is not racist, let me remind you of something. All right? See, people got short memories. What did Donald Trump do in 1989? Come on, you smart people. I want you to leave me a comment. Tell me what Donald Trump did in 1989. All right? Any of you smart people? I voted for Donald Trump, like I said. That doesn't mean I gotta like what he's doing, okay? Because I don't care who it is, whether I like you or I don't like you. I'm gonna call you out, all right? He's not doing anything of what he said he would do for the American people. But let's not even talk about it, okay? Folks, you better subscribe, put your notifications on, all right, because I'm going to be bringing you tours beginning tomorrow, like I said, of Jay-Z's home, okay? Well, look, for those with a short memory, in 1989, Donald Trump took out a full-page ad in 4 New York newspapers calling for the reinstatement of the death penalty. These ads cost him approximately $85,000, specifically targeting 5 black and Latino teenagers, later become known as the Central Park Five, who were wrongfully accused of raping a jogger, and he wanted them to have the death sentence. Folks, they became found not guilty. They didn't do it. But because they were black and Latino, that's what Trump was against it. Let's go back a little further. Trump and his father. Look, folks, we all learn things from our parents, don't we? Well, he learned from his father. They didn't rent apartments to black people. They didn't want to do that. So you make the decision. Don't let me make it for you. Is he racist or not? I mean, Christ, it's right out there in the open. You got to admit one thing that Trump does. It's always out there in the open, okay? He spends more time in front of the camera than any president ever in history. And I'm asking myself, when is this guy going to do some work, okay? Somebody said he was against the act. Thank you, Skip. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you for hitting that thanks button. I appreciate my folks. Folks, in case you don't know, there's a super thanks button down there. If you want to help my channel out, I appreciate it. And also, you can go into my profile. There's a PayPal. You know what? I must have had 1,000,000 people say, I'm going to figure out PayPal and send you money. All right? They're going to figure out and send me money. Folks, you have any idea how much I got? I got 0 from people. All right? Saying. One person did do it. Wanda, was it? Or Diamond. I'm sorry if I forgot. All right? I don't know. Same thing on TikTok. 1,000,000 people say, yeah, I'm going to put money in your PayPal. I get paid on Friday. I'll put money in your PayPal. And folks, why do it? You don't have to kiss my ass, okay? See, I'm not a staffer. I'm not in Donald Trump's cabinet. In order to be in Donald Trump's cabinet, you got to be an ass kicker. And folks, I don't like ass kickers. Kissers. Kissers is what I meant. Folks, I tell you that I'm giving you my opinion of things. You don't have to agree with me, okay? I could respect those who disagree because that's the freedom that we have in this country, all right? And that's the freedoms that we want to keep in this country, okay? Freedom of speech. So, folks, I really seriously appreciate. All right. So I gave you my facts. I gave you my thoughts, and I'm asking you to give me yours. Folks, you like turtles? I'll show you the turtles. And let's take a little walk, folks. You had no idea how good the sun feels today here, beaming on my head. Oh, I love it. This is why I moved to California, folks, from New York, okay? Because this is the reason, the beauty of it all. And this is why I live in Beverly Hills, because Beverly Hills happens to be the most beautiful city, in my opinion, here in California. And although it's the worst city probably in the world to try to find a woman, okay? The women that do want me are all younger. And look at folks, I know what that game is. I don't pay that game, all right? No, this is not AI, folks. This is me, the real deal, Ori Spado, the accidental gangster. You know, folks, I don't ask you for much, but I come here to bring you good content, all right? And I take you on tours. I show you things in Beverly Hills that you haven't seen or you more than likely would never see. For example, see that home across the street over there? All right, can you see it? It's a beautiful home. All right. Do you remember who owned the LA Clippers? His name was Donald Sterling. Besides owning the LA Clippers, he is the biggest landowner of apartments in Los Angeles. Actually, the apartment building I live in is owned by him. As like on my street alone, there's so many apartment buildings. I heard he's got dementia. His wife is running the show now. He did have a young son, who my son knew, and his son died of an overdose. So it doesn't make a difference if you have money or you don't have money. If you're on drugs, you're going to die. Somebody just wrote La Jolla. Yes, La Jolla is beautiful. How you doing? You good today?
Yes, how are you?
What are you doing?
Just hanging out, enjoying the park.
Me too. Say hi. I got some people here on my YouTube channel.
Nice, I love that.
Yeah, where you from?
I'm from Northern California.
Northern?
Yeah, I can use this.
No. All right. Let's talk to this lady. What's your name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. We got a
Yes.
Jennifer here, folks, sitting here in the park.
Yes.
And she's from Northern California. Now, I was just telling them that I thought Beverly Hills was one of the most beautiful cities in California.
Yeah.
But somebody wrote me and said La Jolla is.
Oh, very cool.
What do you think?
I do like La Jolla. It is cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I forgot. I used to live in San Francisco years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what do you do?
I just work and just moved here recently. What about you?
Me? I'm a reformed gangster. I'm known as the accidental gangster. From insurance salesman to Hollywood fixer.
Mm.
People call me the real Ray Donovan. You remember the TV show?
I think.
All right?
I think so.
I took care of problems for Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I wrote a book and it's being made into a movie.
Oh, very cool. What's
Yeah.
the book called?
The Accidental Gangster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What kind of work you do, Jennifer?
I work in marketing.
Marketing?
Yeah.
Great.
I do have to go here at 11:30, but it was nice to meet
All right,
you.
my pleasure, Jennifer.
What was your
You
name?
take care. Ori.
Okay.
Orispado. Google my name.
Okay.
All right?
Nice to meet you.
Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye. See, folks, when you talk to people, they're friendly, they're nice, okay?
How
And you got to do more of that. Have a great day, okay?
What was the book called?
The Accidental Gangster.
Okay, got it.
All right? Okay. All right? Somebody said I'm nosy. No, I'm not nosy. Okay, I communicate with people. All right? I communicate with people. I bet you don't. You said I'm nosy? Yeah. I talk to people. I tell them who I am. I got no qualms telling them I'm a gangster. Okay? And I got no problem asking them what they do. Those are normal questions to ask people. All right? Hi, Julie. Thank you, Dosito. I appreciate that there. Somebody said Epstein is still alive. Maybe he is. Okay? Sing some Johnny Cash. Folks, the only time I sing is in the shower. If you want to hear me, well, stand outside my door and you can hear me singing in the morning, all right? Even my neighbor says she hears me. No, it's unfortunately, people don't communicate anymore. People feel that texting and emailing, they feel they're communicating with somebody. I don't feel that way, okay? I am a verbal communicator, as you obviously can see, all right? Because I come here and I talk to you verbally, all right? Thank you, Wayne. Wayne, you're right. Young people, let me tell you something. I could do more than young people can, okay? I could do more in 1 hour than a 20-year-old. You know why? I'm also extremely multitask. Very multitask. I can walk and chew gum at the same time. Folks, I could work on 4 or 5 projects. I know where each one of them is. And folks, I guarantee you, you start communicating more verbally with people, watch how much happier your life will become. And you know, every day I ask you to do something kind for others. And I tell you that it'll come back to you tenfold. And folks, I'm living proof because I do that every day. You just never know who you're going to meet if you communicate. You can't walk past a person on the street and text them, okay? Because you don't know who they are. But if you talk to them, if you say, good morning, how you doing? Are you having a great day? Okay? Yes, I love Jesus Christ. Somebody asked me. Yes, I do. Okay? We got people all around the park here. Let's see. We got the turtles here. See the turtle? All right. Nice family over there. Brought their kids to the park to see the turtle, see the fish. Okay? People love people. All right? Our world is made up of people. Our most important asset that we have, folks, is time. Why waste time? We all have a limited time on this earth. Why waste it? Okay? Make use of every second. Because I never met anybody that died and has come back. Never yet. I'm 81 years old. Have any of you? I bet you didn't. Okay? Yeah, see the little cute dog? Hmm. Did I see you when you're swimming? Huh? All right, Derek. Good luck to you and Steve Bannon. He said Trump 2028. Okay, there's a guy who does not believe in the United States Constitution. Okay? Like Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon is trying to find a way, and he's reading that Constitution. You all know who Steve Bannon is? He's one of Trump's friends and big supporters. He's trying to find a way in the Constitution that Trump can legally run again in 2028. Well, there is no way that is in the Constitution. But they are thinking of other ways that they could overcome it. Okay? 4 degrees in New York. Yes, they are. Now, let me tell you something, folks. Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon is a smart guy. But he does not know what a washing machine is. He does not know what a shower is. And he doesn't know what a dry cleaner. You ever see him? He's got the same clothes, dirty. He's the most, I call him Scoombambrich guy, okay? Hi, Stacy in South Florida. Somebody said I can't be talking. Well, come here and tell me that, Derek. You want to be a tough guy? All right, anybody want to be a tough guy and wants to go up against me, it's your privilege. Come here to Beverly Hills, okay? And this old man, he don't back down for nobody. I don't care how old you are. Yeah, you might beat the shit out of me, but I'll end up in the long run ahead of you. Because I'm using something that you don't have. All right? All right? I hate when these wannabe tough guys, okay, they think they're gangsters because they watch all the mob rats on YouTube. So they think they become experts. Huh? You're right there. All right, Jacob Carpenter. I voted for Trump. I got tons of friends that voted for him, and they all regret it. But then again, we didn't have a good choice on the other side. Okay? All right, Derek, you don't want to have a beef. Be respectful. Okay? I accept your apology, buddy. Okay? I got nothing against you. But don't try to be a tough guy with me because you're talking to the wrong guy. Okay? Go talk. You could do that with those rats that are on YouTube. Okay? So I want to thank, all right, Derek said, bro, I'm not trying to have beef. Okay? You got to respect that, folks. All right? I do. Uh, there's a bus, folks. We have buses here in Los Angeles. This bus goes from all the way from the beach all the way downtown Los Angeles. I gotta admit, I never been on a bus here. Okay? Actually, I'm trying to think, were they ever on a bus in New York? I usually take the subway. Yeah, I guess buses were just never my style. So, folks, subscribe, like, share, and any other way you want to help me, please feel free. Okay? Now, for those of you, you all know who Jay-Z is. You all know who Beyonce is. Tomorrow, you're going to see one of their homes. Folks, I don't care what they say about Jay-Z. He is a real multi-billionaire. No question about it. Okay? And I really don't know how much he and Beyonce are worth, but it's big money. Okay? Any of you know how much they're worth? Let me know. So, folks, now here's a double-decker tour bus that's covered. Okay? Pound down. All right. See you around town. Oh my God. Folks, that's a bus that you could go on, have tea, and eat. Oh my God, I never saw that before. Very interesting. All right, everybody. Well, you see, it's a beautiful Saturday. Traffic's starting to pick up here. Okay? I'm going to go home and figure out what I'm going to have for lunch today. God bless you all. All my love and respect to all of you. Thank you. And don't forget, do something kind for others. Let me tell you what I did yesterday. I was stopped near the VA, and this older black man holding a sign for money and said he was a veteran. I called him over. I said, when did you serve, sir? And he told me the years, told me the unit, battalion. He was in Vietnam. I thanked him for his service. I let him know that I also served and gave him the years. And I said, let me help you. And you know what he said to me? He said, sir, as bad as I need money, okay, because you served this country like I did, I can't take your money. And he says, thank you for your service. I still took out a $20 bill and gave it to him. Folks, you see, they're all not bad people, okay? And all our government does is raise money for the homeless, but yet they don't do nothing. They don't use the money to help these people out, especially Gavin Newsom here in the state of California, okay? It's disgusting, the billions of dollars they have robbed. We seen what went on in Minnesota. We see what's going on in California. It doesn't make a difference if it's a red state or a blue state. They're robbing. They're robbing us left and right. We, the people, we need to stick together and change it. God bless you all. Take care.